Good morning, everyone. This is Karl F. Rose, recording from Bedford, Pennsylvania on Saturday, February 27th, 2021. And before I get going, let me play my music here. Okay. Now let me get into my disclaimer. Okay, if you're 13 years old or younger, please leave this podcast now. These podcasts are not targeted to children in any way, shape, or form. So if you're under 13, please leave now. Okay, good morning, everyone. This is Karl F. Rose, recording from Bedford, Pennsylvania on Saturday, February 27th, 2021. And I know this has been talked about recently, but it is pretty recent news. Now, I titled this podcast, Who's the Boss? Kind of reminded me of that old TV show from the 70s. But that's a good question because for the first time, and I'm 62, so for the first time in my life, I never ever remember a president not giving a State of the Union address. And for obvious reasons, President Biden, his handlers have decided that that's not a good idea for him to deliver a State of the Union address, and that's probably a good thing because I don't think he could even get through 5 minutes of it, and President Trump would do something for like several hours. So it would be a disaster. So, but what I'm getting at is I'm not sure, but I know quite a bit about presidents. But this is probably the first time this has ever happened in American history. And so I'm just wondering who is actually running the show. It's clearly not Biden. And if it was either Kamala Harris or Nancy Pelosi, we would certainly know that. So was there a silent takeover by the Chinese government? Who knows? But something is strange with all this. It's been strange since day one. But going back into history a little bit, the only other times I'll have to look into it a little more, but maybe during the Civil War, Lincoln might not. There might have been a year where Lincoln didn't deliver a State of the Union address for obvious reasons, and maybe George Washington's, in his first term as president, since the country was brand new, he probably didn't give one. So the only two instances where I can think of where a State of the Union address may not have been delivered, but I'll have to look further into that. But this is just, it's unusual, but as I said, it's probably a good thing. I mean, it would be a total embarrassment for our country if he were to get up there and on the world stage, because it would be a world stage, even though he's in front of Congress, and it would be a disaster. And but the point I'm getting at is it's really who's pulling the strings here, because it's clearly not Biden, and just I think things are going downhill fast. I personally, his health is obviously bad, and I think the only reason that the Democrats haven't done the 25th Amendment yet is because they don't want to act on that too fast. They don't want it to look too obvious that their plan was never to have Biden at the top from the beginning. so they just kind of stuck him in there and and put in place Kamala Harris so she could take over. So that's probably going to happen by this. This isn't going to continue very much longer. Um, he's either going to be removed by summer, or his health, he might be hospitalized, and if he gets hospitalized, then and he's in serious condition, um, and he's incapacitated, then they have no other choice but to do the 25th Amendment. Maybe they're waiting for that. Who knows? But it's not a very good situation, to say the least. So it's something that we all need to be keeping our eye on, and where we go next from here. Um, there is a song by Molly Hatchet called "Flirting with Disaster," one of my favorite songs, and that's kind of what I'm getting at. Uh, this whole situation. This is just the beginning. The ball is rolling, and it's rolling downhill, and the outcome. It's a train wreck. This whole administration is a train wreck, and it's about to crash, and it's going to affect a lot of people. And this is probably one of my most depressing podcasts, but I had to get this out. I'm going to be doing some more research on State of the Union addresses, and I'm going to see if I can't find if there are any other times in history where it wasn't. But I'm thinking that Lincoln might have skipped maybe one or two, and George Washington maybe his first one, but there might have been some other times. But I really, in my lifetime, I have never seen a president skip the State of the Union address, because it is in the Constitution. It's a requirement. So anyway, well, that's it for this morning, and I will look into things, and we will talk to you next Saturday. Have a good day, and I'm going to end on my music here. Okay, take care. God bless you all, and God bless America. And we really need His blessings right now. And so talk to you next time.